A few hundred Latino teenagers are bouncing in the auditorium seats of Chicago's suburban Highland Park High School. Most of them are there to cheer on their classmates and for the dinner and dancing that follows the 11th annual Cinco de Mayo College Bowl. But about 60 of them are there to answer their way into academic glory.
Ever see so much enthusiasm over history?
That's Dr. Carlos Vasquez, Director of History and Literary Arts at the National Hispanic Cultural Center and keynote speaker of this year's College Bowl.
So I think that 40 years ago, I never would have thought that the movement would be as strong in terms of its emotion, in terms of its understanding, in terms of its commitment, as it is here in the Midwest. We used to be a Southwest phenomenon. We're not a Southwest phenomenon anymore.
Oh, well, actually, before this, I was doing pretty bad in school. I'm not going to lie about that, I was getting bad grades, but, now, with, seeing all the effort they put forward makes me, actually try harder in school. And right now, I'm doing fairly well with my grades.
That's Junior Varsity College Bowl competitor Marco Alonso. He says in studying the effort and the struggles of his people, school has suddenly become a personal experience that is actually relevant to his life.
Well, basically, it gives me more positive effects, because I used to think, too negative about things. If I couldn't do something, it doesn't matter what it would be about. If I didn't know how to do something or couldn't do something, I would just give up. And now, with all this, seeing how much they had to struggle through it, if I can't do something, it makes me, work harder at it so I actually get to where I want to get.
This empowerment is exactly what Highland Park teachers Jonathan Wieland and Luis Vasquez were hoping to achieve when they created the bowl over a decade ago.
We go out, and I grab my students, and I cajole them and harangue them until they give in and at least watch the videos. And then usually if we could get them to watch the videos once, they could get pretty hooked.
That's Jonathan Wieland, and the videos he and Vasquez use as a lure for Latino students are from Chicano, a 1990s PBS series that chronicles the history of the Mexican-American civil rights movement. Like so many students, senior Tatiana Alonso says these videos are emotionally gripping.
I think it's an amazing thing. I love watching the videos. Every time I watch them, I want to cry because they're truly inspiring.
They're so inspiring, in fact, that Wieland and Vasquez created the entire competition from the video's content. They then solicited other Chicago area schools and Latino student clubs to join them in the College Bowl.
One of the things that I've always regretted as an active participant in the Chicano movement was our lack of attention to history. We didn't know anything about the Lemon Grove incident or the Westminster case in the field of education, and felt that what we were doing was somehow groundbreaking, when in fact we could have gotten a lot further had we built on the shoulders of those movements rather than digging up the earth all over again.
Dr. Vasquez underscores that this Midwestern Bowl is especially significant because it's proof that Mexican immigrants are not a regional phenomenon anymore. He cites the 2006 May Day March in Chicago that drew over 1 million Latinos to the streets as a realization of organizing for change.
I think that us Latinos are going to be the future. We're going to be the future leaders. We're going to be there. One of us is going to be there, be the President of the United States. We're not going to take over, but we're going to bring our power out and show who we are.
Competitor Angelica Escobar says studying this history has shown her the value of working together with fellow Latinos, inspired newfound pride in her heritage, and given her the confidence to stand out.
I want to be somebody in my life. I don't want to be a nobody, but I want to be something in my life.
Many Cinco de Mayo College Bowl alums have gone on to become advocates for the Latino community. The hope is that this competition will continue to galvanize the generations to come. For Latino USA, I'm Jennifer Brandel.